I'm so washed out. Hi, Erica. So I am still doing my darndest to try and get all these windows set up because it takes a bajillion windows at once. And it just got weird, as it always does when I'm trying to. Interesting. All right. Let me see something. Where did it go? There we go. Okay. Always takes me a minute to get started. So, let's see. I really wish this would come up with what it really is. Oh my gosh, my screen is being annoying. What you doing, Luna? I hear ya. Sun's shining through my window. Okay, so we want everything up. What? So what I really need to figure out, come on, all of you out here, is, because it doesn't look like it's doing its thing again with TikTok where I can't see TikTok comments. What, Luna? It's not time yet, my dear. It is not, and I look frozen on Instagram. Annoying. Okay. So if you're on TikTok, I am not seeing any comments, unfortunately. Hey, what are you doing, Luna? And Luna's being noisy. Oh, I've got dog. Okay, we're refreshing Instagram because Instagram is not really showing. Okay, back to Instagram. What do you need? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come up here. Help me get this set up. You can just be here helping. Okay? So Luna's assisting as I am working on this. Yes. You went away? Are you going to bark at me? If you stay here. So what I am trying to see, and I might have to look on my phone. It drives me batty that it doesn't show that I'm actually live when I really am. Well, I'm just going to paint for a bit. And unfortunately, this is not acting like it says I'm live on TikTok. It says I've had some viewers. It says I have some likes, but there is no Can't even see what I'm trying to type here. Hello, I'm seeing people on Instagram, finally. I know TikTok isn't showing me the comments, which is so frustrating. What's this gonna do? Yeah, that would be really awesome if that would be what's happening. But I am not seeing any TikTok comments. Aw, Patty, thank you. I'm just trying to get this rolling again, and of course I've been on for like 7 minutes and still. Okay, I'm just gonna paint, and it's just gonna be who's here and who can hear me. Painting? Which painting did I finish? I am, hi Cara, hi Jen. I have been painting a lot. I just have been busy with painting and keeping my brain straight and all of that good stuff. So I'm just gonna not be frazzled tonight, because they told me TikTok was working, and it doesn't look like TikTok is working. So, oh, for Cara. Okay, where do I want to start? Let's start at the top. So Mr. Upside Down Owl. Gosh, the sun is coming in. Okay. Oh, that wasn't what I was supposed to do. What do you have, Luna? What are you chewing on? Okay. Oh. What are you doing? What do you have? Figure I've got like an hour to maybe an hour of brain power. I think I better start in the middle. See, brain power's already off. So I'm going to start here. I just don't know where. Well, in that birdhouse you've been kind of plugging away at for a while, haven't you? I really wish things were. I do like the sunshine right now. This is lovely. Peeking in. Gosh, so pretty. I do still have snow here. I do. Let's see if I can get this camera to see the snow out there, outside. It's really sunny today, and it's melting. But like I don't know if I can get this to turn the right way to go all the way out the window. Hold on and look up. See out there, It's off this little lower roof, but out on the shop, there's still 1.5 feet up there. How's Gren? Okay, bring this back and down. So we can get it back to where it's supposed to be. I know, and it's about to get really ugly because the snow's gonna melt in the next week or two. And this is like the ugliest time of year. We call it breakup, where everything is breaking up and it's just mud and the amazing things that have fallen out of trucks all winter long are showing up on the side of the road. It's amazing how people can lose like mattresses and couches and everything, and it just gets buried in the snow. Yeah, I think everybody is pretty tired of the weather no matter where you are. It's just been not the greatest. I spent quite a bit of time today packing up my first big restock of the local shop here that I do consignment with, and they, I mean, like, I have almost, I think like 90 items I'm taking to them, mostly ornaments, but I am, still waiting because the same person that ordered from Sitka before said she was going to try and get me another order this weekend. What are you chewing on? Is it something you're not supposed to be chewing on? I think she is honestly chewing on the paper cutter I have down there. Luna, you need to leave that. Oh no, she stole Scott's earplugs. You should not have those. Those are not for you. She gets mad when Scott leaves for work. So she stole his earplugs because he just left. I am like sweating all of a sudden. And it's not like a hot flash kind of sweat. It's like, why is your body heating up like this, Jen? Because it finally is like 50 degrees out here. I can see people joining on TikTok, but I cannot see people's comments. So I really do apologize about that. See, thank you, Stormy. I can see that you liked the live, but I cannot see any comments. So bizarre. Oh, wait, there you are. Good to see you. Okay, I got a Stormy comment. Maybe nobody else had commented. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Well, that's cool. Can only see Stormy's comment. If somebody else has commented, I don't see it. I like this owl. Tried a few different things with it. Use these tools. This is actually a flower tool. I started with a flower tool and I tried to go out with the flower tools and it just didn't work well. So I stopped. But it's a good start at least. Thanks for sharing. Okay, good. There. Then, well, because it's Jenna's probably coming on and Mary's on, so thank you for sharing. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Just glancing at things, of course. Some epic music. I don't know what my watch just was trying to tell me. Just gonna keep that smaller one. So I actually had 3 orders this week that I got done. That's kind of what kept me busy all week. So, got those done. 2 of them shipped out yesterday. 1 of them's getting picked up. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Thanks for sharing, Stormy. Stormy's over on TikTok. I think it's Saturday night. There's other people out there doing lives, and I haven't done one in a while. So, or one like this in a while. I've done some TikTok ones, but I haven't done the other platform ones. I'm going to spin this because those are kind of big dots and they need to not hang the way they were, because I have this up on a easel, so yeah. Mine shrunk as well. Yeah, very much so. Yeah. I think they've shrunk, but I've kind of moved into overalls for the summer and short-alls for the summer. That's what I wear, just to keep her easy. Things that are nice and loose on the ever-expanding menopausal waist. Wait a second. Now I need to move this a tiny bit so I can see. Oh, there's Gren. I didn't see that chat, which I need to make it so I can see that. Thank you, Gren. Guess I can do it this way. Okay. Alrighty. Bigger. Talking to myself. Have the paint pot closed and tried to dip my tool into the wrong closed pot. It is so bright and sunny out though. Scott and I actually had, because he works night shift, when he got up, we went and had tea on the deck, and the sun was glorious. And it's melting so much on the roof that it was like melting so quickly that as it went into the gutter isn't plugged because we got the ladder to check. It was still like splattering out because it was coming down so quickly off the roof. which was nice to know that it's melting that quickly. So I had 2 Alaskas I painted this week. One was for a person that's ordered several things from me. She said, I'm buying my own Mother's Day gift. And I love that. And the second one, I sent a picture of it to my friend's husband, the one that has brain cancer. And he was like, I need one of those. We need one in our kitchen. And so they actually inspired a new paint palette for me, or a color palette for me, with what they wanted, because it totally reminded me of the University of Alaska Fairbanks colors, even though I don't think that's what they were going for. So I painted theirs and got that shipped off. I'm hoping it gets there quickly because Gary's not doing good. Random things out. Sorry, I'm picking fun stuff out of my paint. Just going fishing for paint boogers with my tweezers, because there was a good one right there. I love this color. I mixed colors to make it, and it's just such a pretty teal. So pretty! Oh, see, look, I thought I was digging out paint boogers. Look at that. Got it. Oh, I think my daughter is messaging me. That's what's going on. What is she saying? Sorry, telling her I'm busy. I'm doing a live for a little bit. We have to call Grandpa, because she's got to tell him she's getting married and when, and ask him to come. And she's going to ask if she can wear something of Grandma's at the wedding, because Grandma passed away last summer. So we were going to call him tonight. Let's see. Gren, I haven't checked shipping to see where my package is, but I might. I'm going to be gone for a few, in and out for the next week and a half. I'm going up to some hot springs with a couple of girlfriends for 2 nights this week. And I'm going to take painting stuff. One of them's bringing her knitting stuff. And the other one is a flight attendant and is just going to bring a book or something. And then that same friend that's a flight attendant, she offered to take me up to like the farthest north city in the United States next week. So I'm going to go just do 1 night, which will be really cool. Never been there. It's in Alaska. Of course, it's in Alaska. So that'll be kind of neat. Might actually get to see a real polar bear. kind of like to, because that's the one bear that I haven't seen that's in Alaska. Actually, I haven't seen a Kodiak brown bear. But that would be cool. Oh, I didn't realize. I thought I saw a tracking thing, Gren. So I thought it was coming already. But it's no big deal. It's really no big deal. We're taking our time. Though I finally have some space on my wall after packing up a bunch of stuff to go to the naughty shop. Sun is on my face when I lean forward. Checking, Gren, your comment for me is cut off, so I'm trying to fix that so I can see it better. There it is. I do not mind, Gren. You get it to me on your timeline. Totally cool with it. Thank you, Mary, for following. So I am, for those of you that are like, who is she talking to? This is the first time I've done this probably in a month, because the application I'm using, Streamlabs, for some reason wasn't playing nice with TikTok, and they had to communicate with TikTok and get it to work, which it is now. But they are, sorry, I'm going down with the music. I am streaming to YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and TikTok all at the same time right now. And it doesn't funnel all the comments together. So I'm not actually checking any Facebook comments if anybody's on Facebook. That's one place I am not looking right now. But I can see the TikTok ones in one window, the Instagram ones in another, and the YouTube ones in another. So I am seeing them, which is good. I'm due to spend a day just cleaning things, I think. Cleaning the tools and cleaning the paint pots that I have dried out and piled up over there. Sunshine, so glorious. After a dark winter, I'll take it. Hi, Eve. Good to see you too. Thanks for stopping by. I know there's plenty of people on tonight that you can watch. I don't think I'm going to be on too long. I need to not overdo it. I've got a busy week ahead of me. Semi-full day the next couple of days. So wait until the DOGs tell me it's time to be bad. They didn't hear me. That is sunshine. I'm like, hi, I'm just gonna soak it up for a minute. So the room I'm in is so great in the summertime because the sun just is always coming in the windows. Yeah, and that sunshine on the owl coming in through that side window. I'm in a bay window area. So this used to be my daughter's bedroom. So yes, I'm getting sunshine. I'm trying to think what trip. Which trip? I know it's been so long since I've been on. Was it my Texas trip Did I do a trip after Texas? I don't think I did a trip after Texas. That trip was fantastic. Yes, and hello, Jeanette. I have a couple of trips coming up now. Well, not like big far ones, but that trip was so good, so fantastic. Yeah, West Texas. Yeah, but that was so wonderful. That just tells me how long I haven't really. It's been so rare that I've done lives. I've been like, I've been a little long COVID-y. I just have to slow my roll a little bit. But trip was wonderful. Family, it was so good seeing my brother's kids and their kids, and we're in constant contact now. It's pretty great. Just making sure we're staying in touch, and it's great. My nephew and his son right now are on a father-son little getaway camping. They call it camping. They're staying in a cabin and at like a golf course with a swim-up bar pool, in Texas. I'm like, roughing it, really roughing it, guys. But that was wonderful, and I'm going on a little getaway to a place that's an hour away from here. Some hot springs with a couple of girlfriends. One that I used to teach with like almost 30 years ago back in Oregon. And she and I were both pregnant at the same time with our kids. So we've known each other for quite some time, but she's no longer teaching and is a flight attendant, and she's up here in Alaska for the rest of this month, and so she's like, I have to come see you and we have to go do some things. And so she's coming up here, and we're going to go to Chena Hot Springs with another friend of mine, who actually has a room there that she's saying, yes, let's all just go. So it's pretty great. We have massages scheduled, and we'll soak in the hot springs, and I'm going to paint, and Linda's going to knit, and Cheryl is going to, I don't know, read a book, hang out with us, go explore, but just a little relaxing time, which will be wonderful. And then thank you for sharing, guys. And then Scott and I, we've been wanting to get a small enclosed trailer. We have a truck camper, and you really have zero storage, and we've been, wanting to take kayaks and take bikes, and even when we go, drive 12 hours across the state, and when we go, so far across the state that to go fishing, we want to just be able to put a small freezer in somewhere. So your sister took and paid for your new set of nails. Oh, did she take you to get nails done? Or your daughter? That's nice. I really need to get my toes done before I go to these hot springs, but I don't think I'm going to. So we have been looking for trailers, and Scott always is like, oh yeah, let's get this one. I'm like, that's 16 feet. We do not need a 16-foot trailer, and we don't need to have that much behind us. We want to put a couple of bikes in, a good place to store the generator if we want to, any extra stuff because the camper has zero storage, so little storage. Put the chairs in there, kind of thing. And we've been looking and checking Facebook Marketplace, because it seems like that's the only place you can buy them other than buying new, and we don't need a new one when we're using it mostly in the summer anyway. So we found a really good deal on one, but it's in Cordova, and Cordova is a like 4, 5, 6 hour ferry ride. It is 5:52 here. Thanks, Eve. So Cordova is like, I think it's got to be about a 6-hour ferry ride because he's getting on the ferry at the guy that we're buying it from. It's in Cordova, so he's going to bring it over on the ferry to Valdez, which is like a 6-7 hour drive to us. Hi, Tara. So we're getting this. We're going to be getting this trailer, but we've got to drive down to Valdez, which is like a 6-hour drive. So that's in a week, we're going to drive down to get that, and then come back home. But we're going to stay the night down there. Valdez is where my daughter's getting married, so we're going to go explore around. We've got the place booked. Gosh, the sun is really blinding on me, isn't it? I'm glowing. You can see all my frizz so good. But so you do that side? Nope. So we're just gonna spend a night down there and explore around. We always go down to go fishing, and my husband has finally realized he's got to take the time to look around places. He doesn't ever do that. So we're gonna just go. Glowing is very accurate. I'm also glistening because that sun is kind of making me sweat. Thanks, Tara, even though it's upside down. A little upside. I have some Tara paint on this. He's got beautiful monsoon eyes and tombstone. I just love, this is my new way to do these branches with tombstone. Works so well. So well. Thanks for following, Katie. I was on those up there. So I'm just doing all my top dots. I painted this yesterday. Today I finished up, I did 11 baseballs for the seniors on the baseball team here. And for a friend whose son is on the baseball team, but she's also, I think all the parents are trying to provide different things, and she wanted me to paint some baseballs for them. She really wanted me to like do names and stuff on the back, but that's not a realm I'm willing to step into quite yet, because I don't cricket. Cheryl, there you are. I was just talking about you. So how is Palmer? What were you doing in Palmer? Visiting a friend, you said? Or somebody's shop? Is that what it was? I'm painting an owl. I trust me, I painted over some of these 4-petal guys. I had them here as well. Did not like the way that looked, so I painted over it and then kept going. But yeah, I'm trying to use those tools a little bit. These are the half flower ones that I use there as well. So using them a little bit. You don't cricket either? Yeah, see, I don't. I was talking about my friend that is a flight attendant that we're going to get away together 2 times in the next 2 weeks. Hi, Jan. You didn't even know. Okay, wait, Jan. So those of you, I'm reading comments across platforms. I don't have a window open with Facebook, so there could easily be Facebook comments, so I apologize if you're watching on Facebook. But I am, my friend Cheryl is on Instagram right now, and she's the one that I'm traveling with the next couple of weeks, or the next week, a little more than a week. Jan is over there on YouTube saying she didn't know that I was alive. Yeah, but I think she meant live. Right, Jan? You know I'm alive. I told you I was going to be going live sometime today. Yeah. So did you do any spa stuff, Cheryl? Sorry, that's my paint making weird noises. Green. Actually, I'm going to start here and work my way up. And then I will No, I'll start there and work my way down. Let's see how far I get. I'm alive. You guys haven't seen me in so long. You might have been questioning it. Jan, are you talking into your phone again? Is that what it is? So therefore we get Janisms. There's a tonks hair right here. Nice. That's cool, Cheryl. Very cool. Not enough paint. Can you hear that? Scrape, scrape, scrape. I think I'll make sure I put more paint on. Start it. Do the owl. Ooh. Jan's blaming her saying I'm alive on Siri. I just think she isn't speaking slowly enough. If she would have said live instead of doing a live. I think it's you, Jan. Quit blaming it on the artificial intelligence that can't understand you. You've been doing some really cool stuff though, Jeanette. Okay, you go have fun. See you later, Cheryl. I'll see you. Just let me know what time to pick you up on Monday. I can't wait. Love you. Cannot wait to hang out with her. Haven't seen her in maybe close to 10 years. That's cool. Yeah. It is good that you're out and about, Jan. And that you have nice weather. I'd say today is very nice here. And Scott and I were kind of laughing that it's 50 degrees. I don't even think it's 50 degrees, but we were just out on the deck and he's in shorts thinking, do I really need this sweatshirt? I mean, it's just beautiful. If you went around town today, people would be wearing shorts all over the place because the sun is out. I mean, it was snowing hard yesterday for a while, but it's melting quick. I can see parts of our driveway. We're going to have mud. Jan said she tried to get Siri to write Siri as dumb, and it didn't write it S-I-R-I. It wrote it series, as in S-E-R-I-E-S. That's a challenge. I can spell. Yeah, that's really cool, though, Jeanette. You can microdot. I cannot microdot. I couldn't do small things like that. My friend that I did the baseballs for, she like said, you need to do earrings, and I'm like, I'm just trying to stay on top of, keep up with everything I need to do, just doing what I'm doing. I have ideas of what I want to add in. I just don't know if I will get a chance to. I don't know that we're going to get much more snow. If we do, it'll be like a slushy snow. The temps are coming up enough that we shouldn't get any more like accumulation. Yesterday we probably got a couple inches, but it was super wet, and like I was having fun walking around in it because I could walk in it and it would just melt under me. So We're getting there. It's usually, I mean, it can take a couple of weeks for things to really melt. Rivers usually start breaking up end of April, beginning of May. Like they're scraping snow off of the turf fields we have, so soccer can start because they play soccer in the spring here, the high school teams. So they'll be outside practicing soon, but they've been inside practicing this whole time. It's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, that's a lot of circles. a lot. I think I'm supposed to get another order from that shop in Sitka. She told me a couple of days ago she was going to try and get it done, and then today I told her, I said, I'm pulling stuff off my website because I'm packing up the stuff to go to the Naughty Shop, but if there's something that says it's sold out, I may still have it, and I can always, the stuff that goes consignment, I get to choose what goes there. So if she wants some of that stuff and she gets me her order before I take it down there on Monday, we'll be in good shape. But I think I'm going to be painting stuff mostly for her this time. It's not stuff I'm going to have so much in stock. My wall is rather empty because I packaged up. I actually ran out of one of my stickers, my sticker that I put on the bag that ornaments go in. Ran out of them, but I had ordered more, and they're supposed to be at the post office. So hopefully. Jan is asking, does anybody want to know what happens if you wash off your grid lines after putting mica powder on your piece? Do you wash off the mica? Is that what happens, Jan? Thanks, Eve. Hi, Diane. Come on, Jan, you gotta tell us. My guess is that you washed off some mica, and it makes a big old mess. Did you play with Gloosh today? Okay, Jan's talking into her phone right now, and she's got to go back and correct all the things that didn't come out right. My gosh, I keep catching a glimpse of my glow. I wonder, should I try and go black and white like I sometimes do? Would it make it better? Would it? Oh, it did wash the mica off? Or you did play with Gloosh? That was a long time for you to tell Siri to type I did, Jan. We want the story. What really happened? Mica doesn't wash that easily, does it? Things like that do only happen to Jan, I would assume. Oh, you get mica grid lines. That's another one. Did you get mica grid lines? These are, everybody's guessing. Scroll back, you wrote it. It says, anybody want to know what happens if you wash off your grid lines after putting mica powder on? Then Gren says, oh no, I'm scared. Jan says, I did. Both. Scroll back, I wrote it. Like 2 or 3 lines back. I just read everything you've written. Oh, it took all the mica powder off? Oh, Jan. Okay. Yes, I'm very black and white now. It makes my painting pop more, doesn't it? If I'm in black and white. Well, filtered, it would be filtered on YouTube, though. I don't know. She just took all the mica powder off. And when you speak mica, it spells it with a K, just so you know. I'll let you know where Jan's talking into her phone, and we can be entertained by it. I will. Sorry. Thank you. I like this owl too. I, I, I don't know, Gren, do you see her comment? Because I swear I don't see it. What am I doing? So Jan, were you able to redo the mica? Thank you, Gren. It wasn't just me. It's not there, Jan, I'm telling you. Did you hit send on it? Julie G! See what happens. Water time. I can use this one. Might work okay. I'm impressed the dogs aren't complaining yet. Jan says, OMG, everything is goofy. Please hold. Hold the line, ladies. Jan's going to fill us in. Even though we already know the mica washed off. I'm looking to see, yeah, I did already wash these guidelines off. Just kind of drawing them, freehanding a lot of guidelines on this one. I always measure across to do the eyes and get the center and draw a line down the center. And then I start at this little wing point to do use my compass. Did I use my compass on this one though? I think I used a stencil. Lost where it was. I had to kind of expand those out a bit. But I think I'll do what I did up there and kind of keep this. Do I need to do the super sleeves for that then? Okay, so Jan says, okay, Gren, I sent you a copy of this chat and Instagram so that I have proof that short paragraph was in there. She's showing evidence. Now, she says, however, long story short, yes, the mica wipes off. And yes, I could put the mica back on. I'm wore out just trying to chat with you. You're wore out because you went on a walk before you came into my Alive. That's why you're wore out, Jan. I think I'm going to have to push that down to this point. I just need Jan to write more so I can read it to everybody else that are on other platforms. Gosh, the sun on me honestly is warm. Warming me up. This is like the first time in days I haven't had something that's been in needing resin or drying, curing, cleaning up from resin, finishing things off. That is weird. I've never known, because everyone was interested in your mica project, so it got filtered. It was all the suspense it left, having it filtered like that. Now, how do I do this without hitting my hand in paint? Girls for proof. The new autocorrect win. When you speak Jenny, there's always drama. Oh, I love you guys. Thank you for making me smile. I'm still wondering how long these doggos are going to let me go. I'm amazed Tonks is not in here whining. Luna was very upset Scott was getting ready for work. It was funny. She just goes through this whole process of stealing his socks every day. Jan, you're so dramatic. That was impressive that that was dry enough that I didn't just destroy all of it because I fully stuck my hand in it. Stealing things from your husband, Jeanette, Kitty has. It's cute though. You always know when Luna steals Scott's socks because she goes tearing out of the room with this like prance of happiness. It's so adorable. You just know. It's like, oh, she's got his sock. And he's like, Luna? And she's like, all excited. She's so funny. My little weirdo. Damn, that sun is crazy. I don't want to put blinds down. I don't want to. Yeah, it's already, I think, in the 8 o'clock hour when it's getting dark now. We have light again, for sure. And I think I got up at 6 and it was getting light. Lots of light already. That's so cute. They don't want them to leave. She just makes it a game. She got mad. He like snuck up on her and stole them, and she was like doing her snarly, ferocious, but not really ferocious. Oh, Luna's asleep behind me. Didn't even know that. God, she's being kind of chill. It was kind of obnoxious when I was trying to get started. So I am going to try something, I think, because now that I got Streamlabs up and going again, I think I'm going to try, they have like this thing where you can put up a will start soon kind of screen. And I think if I put that up while I'm getting all the windows organized and figured out, because I can't do it until the live starts, because that's when the TikTok window opens and the Instagram window opens, and I have to click go live on Instagram and stuff. So I'm wondering if I put that up and it just is running before I get started, and then I can turn that off and then get started, and it's not me just like looking around at the screen and trying to figure things out at the beginning of these. Just trying to pretend like I know what I'm doing. But I think that Jan enjoys watching me struggle and click around aimlessly, looking all around the screens. But it would be nice to just kind of get started with painting instead of set up stuff. Yeah, that's true. And then I can just say, get going in a few minutes kind of thing on it. Oh my goodness, I am warm. You don't want me to take this sweatshirt off though, because some grungy old tank top on underneath. It is a good point though. I might try it and we'll see what happens. Don't know when I'll do it, but. Mess with his eyes a little bit more. I don't know why I always call owls males. Jan, I'm discombobulated quite often in my lives. Doesn't always happen just at the beginning. So Jan, did you use Gloosh? How do you like it? I haven't done any mica stuff, so but I think it might be pretty dang cool to do just even little elements of my animals with some of the Gloosh and mica, even like the eyes. Oh, wouldn't that be cool? Hi, Kelly. Don't mind me, I've got some serious sun on me. I'm not gonna get out of it though because I go all winter without enough sun. Loading up on vitamin D, even though it probably doesn't come in through my window. Well, see, I'm in Alaska. It's 6:30 p.m. and we are getting our sun back, so our days are getting long. I don't even think it's getting dark until 8:39 already. It's probably dark most places. So when I'm done doing this, I'm gonna see if I think it's too late. It is. You did use the Gloosh. You like it much better than I bet. Yeah, and I think that's why Tara did that. Why she created it. She realized that she can create a product that makes it so. She's just awesome. Awesome businesswoman. Creates a style of painting and then now has created the glue. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. To make it easier for people to do. And I have like a whole box of not the best quality, I'm sure, but it's still mica powder. Probably will work just fine. But I think it might be. I think I might get some oh, cool. Well, and I was thinking it might be just to do little elements. If I did eyes with that, with the glue and the, on the few things I do eyes on. You know, I think owl eyes would look pretty cool in mica form. Don't you think? Don't you think? See you, Jeanette. Sorry, I don't know if I caught you before you left. Jenna was working on a cool cat that I think she was going to finish tonight. I was watching when I was packing up my restock stuff. Need something little. Sounded like something on the deck, which means there might be a squirrel on the deck, and those dogs have been going mad over squirrels lately. I swear the squirrels are just out to torture them. To drive them crazy. Because the dogs are not fast enough to get down the steps and across the yard to really chase the squirrels. They're just gone by the time they get out there. But like every once in a while they come up on the deck and just create havoc. It's hilarious. It's a second story deck too, and they had one. There was one, and I let them out on the deck, and this squirrel went and hid, and then they got the squirrel out, and it jumped up on the rail. And this was a few weeks ago, and it launched off the rail into the yard, and I didn't pay any attention to it because I saw it run out into the trees. And then a couple of days later, I was just looking out in the yard. That thing flew like 20 feet. You could see where it landed in its little paw prints. And then another one did it, probably the same one, did it again just recently, but we've had so much like melting and freezing that the snow was so hard it didn't leave a mark. So it's like, ooh, that might have hurt. But it still ran off, so it didn't break a leg. That was entertaining with that launch. Like, not a flying squirrel, but it flew. If we hadn't cut down a tree, it would have made it to a tree. So we had some trees too close for comfort to the house that we cut down a few years back. But I'm telling you, I was sitting out there today and I'm like, oh, just a few more degrees and I can sit out here and paint, especially early before the bugs come out, the mosquitoes and stuff. I might have some, mosquito carcasses in some of my paintings this summer. I know, it wasn't really a flying squirrel. These are little squirrels we have here too. But it flew. It's nuts. Totally funny. Sorry, I'm checking messages. Checking messages. Flash. Looks good over Laguna. So I did something for the first time. It was a mistake, but how I fixed it actually worked because I like how resin will give dimension to when I do these top dots in like a metallic color that's pretty close. It just makes it look really dimensional. And so I'm realizing, are my glasses getting dark? Because I have those glasses transition lenses, and I'm wondering if sitting here in the sun has made my glasses dark. I got new glasses this week. Sorry. Squirrel! Oh, shoot. Probably can make the dogs go wild. But I was painting one of those Alaskas, and I totally forgot the part of the forget-me-nots on it where I do little like white going out between the petals and do the little black dot in the center of the yellow. I forgot that, and I had done the first coat of resin, and I'm like, I can't not do that part. They don't look like forget-me-nots if I don't do that. So I did it on top of that first coat of resin and talk about making it look three-dimensional. So then I did the last coat of resin, and it was cool looking. And I know that like some people they'll do whatever they're doing. Like I think Jenna does maybe like dog tags, puts a layer of resin down, puts the name in, and then another layer of resin. And that's, I mean, I could see how it looks pretty dang cool. Hi, Luna Baguna. What you doing? You okay? Are you sleepy? No? I'm Louise Tonks is not in here. Maybe I spoke too soon. Well, yeah, just and it's just that reminder of, you know what, figure it out. When you make a mistake, you can figure it out. It's going to work. Did any of you watch The Handmaid's Tale on Hulu? I was trying to... I've watched it, but I have such poor memory. I can't really... There are plenty of parts of the storyline that I don't remember. And I was trying to start watching this new season that started the other night. I was too distracted. Could not quite get into it. But give it another try tonight. I have way too many of those streaming services. I need to just let some of them go and be okay not seeing some things. I do. I did see the first, like, oh, prices are starting to go up. Like, I always keep things in my Amazon cart. And today I had like 2 things go up $10. It's like, ooh, maybe I should have ordered that. Oh, Luna. Guys, now you might have to wait a minute because I just want to get at least this color done. I might just do that and then see if I can come back on in the morning and finish this guy. Oh, I love your little moan. So we're just laying here. Oh, little moany whine. Can you hear her? She is Eve. She's really cute. Yeah, it is scary to think of. Yeah, exactly. I think that the Handmaid's Tale is very. I think what's so scary about it is it just doesn't feel too far off. It wouldn't take much to get there. It wouldn't. It's very. I think that's what the disturbing part is. There. Oh, Luna. Oh, yeah. You're using your quiet... Well, you were using your quiet voice. I like it when you use your quiet voice. Yeah, really, I think that's what it is. I like these last couple of seasons because, you know, you always saw June as she's gonna fight, and just watching her fight. I just have such a hard time with some of the violence. I really have a weak stomach for violence and stuff. It just doesn't sit right. Oh, using her quiet voice. Where she was. That's Mom. What are you doing? Is it time? Is it time? You gotta let me finish. I've got just a few more swooshes to do. She's got her paws up on me behind on my arm. So it may be a little noisy till I get done here. I know. I'm getting there. I'm almost done. Almost done. Hold on.
Yeah, it is, Eve. That's why I'm amazed. It's like 35 minutes after, because they normally are, they let me know. That's why I was thinking I wasn't going to be on long, because I was using them as my, they will tell me when it's time to be done tonight, because I can't do marathons on here. I don't know how, well, I do know how. Their brains work just fine. My brain doesn't work just fine. So if I can only be on for an hour, hour and a half, then I will. Hi. Hold on. I'm almost done. You just got to let me do some little dots. And spread some paint out. Are we going to have dinner? Are we going to go eat? Yeah. We'll go eat. Just a minute. Yeah. Except Tonks' stomach, actually. She was probably sitting at the top of the stairs, which is what she does, because we feed them downstairs. Also, Jan, you haven't started yet. Good night, Patty. I'm just going to do these little dots and then I'm out of here. But thanks, guys, for hanging out. And I'm happy I could get this back going again where I can see you guys in different places. I might be back on in the morning if I wake up awake. I did not wake up very awake this morning. So, if I wake up awake, I might be on in the morning. My morning, your guys, is midday for a lot of you. Alrighty, I did it. I did it. Yeah, they're behind me, staring at me. I can feel the starving daggers in my in the back of my head. Okay, my friends, I am gonna head out. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I had some sunshine on my face. And I will talk to you. Hopefully I'll see some of you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna go feed some doggos.